watching the Isaiah Factor Uncensored.
Welcome and thank you for joining us for the second half hour of The Factor Uncensored. Once again, some in the black community are taking a fashion designer to task this time, or once again, should I say, it's Ralph Lauren. The company just released a fashion line called Oak Bluff, inspired by the inkwell and African-American culture. Some are now saying what Lauren is doing is cultural appropriation or elitism. Our guests are here on The Factor Uncensored to talk about it. We have Todd Smith, CEO of Regal Media, realtor and developer Troy McAllister, and rapper Young Miami stylist Brittany Simon, and she does many more other people. So first of all, Brittany, when you see this controversy, is it an issue much to do about nothing, or do people really have a beef with this company?
I don't think that people really have a beef with the company. I just feel like not everybody's super knowledgeable on what Black Oaks was. You know, it was a time where it was a safe space for Black African Americans that were elevated, that were educated, and they felt comfortable. And I don't feel like in the Black community we shedded a lot of light on that. Not everybody is aware of what Black Oak was or what Martha's Vineyard was. We're just not aware. But I think that I appreciate that Ralph Lauren has shed so much light and recognition for that, because it was a safe haven for the Black people that were able to feel accepted and around each other. All right.
Todd, let's hear from you, your thoughts about this.
I think it can represent elitism. A lot of people don't know about Martha's Vineyard and Oak Bluff, but there was a sense of elitism in that group. There was a book called Our Kind of People, and Fox had a show based on it. If you were not a part of that old money clique, you were never really accepted. Even if you were educated, even if you made millions of dollars, you were never accepted into that clique of a Black elite. Like you had people like Barry Gordy in Detroit, because he came from a working class background. Even though he made tens of millions of dollars, he was never accepted. Diana Ross was the same. So a lot of people feel left out because of that. But at the same time, there was a lady who founded Jack and Jill. There's a video going around now. She said, just because you're part of the Black elite doesn't make you an elitist. So we can't cast a whole group of people with a wide net. You know what I mean? There is elitism there, but we can't just judge all Black excellent and all Black educated people as elitism, looking down on people that have less than them. So we have a tendency to stereotype a little too much, even within the community, by painting people with a broad brush, and I think a lot of the critics are doing that now.
And Troy, are we taking this too seriously, or it's a conversation we need to have?
It could be a conversation we need to have. I honestly think it's a little overdue, you know, honestly, and I think, listen, Oak Bluff is a historical landmark where a lot of Africans went to visit in the summertime, where I think Ralph Lauren is shining a light on it, and it's putting Oak Bluff into a good light, and I understand why they're doing it, and I actually applaud it. I kind of agree with the young lady here that with the collaboration with Ralph Lauren, you do need to have a resolution on how it came together and everything, and to bring light to this historical African American community that Oak Bluff had.
Yeah, and for those who may not know about this history, this will prompt them to do the research and do the work, instead of just saying, look, this is elitism. Well, do you know what the hell you're talking about?
Right. Right, that's exactly what I was saying before. I think that we just need to get the knowledge, because it's honestly a beautiful thing. It's a breath of fresh air that we're able to see Black African Americans in the early 1900s they found this safe space, they found this culture that they were able to just be around like-minded individuals. I think that's something that we need to capitalize off of and shed light on.
And fashion was the focal point of this whole genre of elitism back in the 1900s and all the way up to today. When Oak Bluff in Martha's Vineyard, people would go there and visit in the summer times. And when they went there to visit, fashion was the focal point. And then for Ralph Lauren to bring light to this, I think it's a great thing.
I just wish it was a Black designer. You know, I'm not trying to stereotype everybody. I just talked about stereotyping, but I like a lot of non-Black companies have a way of profiting off of black culture, but not really caring about the black community. And I think that that's part of the problem. Like, and I'm not saying specifically Ralph Lauren, because I don't know how they stand on certain issues, but you see a lot of that. I don't care if it's music, entertainment. We'll capitalize off the black culture. We'll make money off of them, but we really don't care about them.
Do you think, as a community, we would pay attention
I don't
if it
think
was
we
a
would.
black
I
designer?
don't, not
who did
unless
it?
it's.
Listen,
No.
I agree with him as well. I mean, I see both sides of the coin. Ralph Lawrence did what he did. If that was a black designer, I think that would be great as well. We had, obviously, they had opportunities to do the same thing and collaborate with them, with Oak Bluff. But Ralph Lawrence obviously did it, and it's still not too late. This is only the beginning. This is only the beginning.
Right.
There's some African American designers that can join the forces with Ralph Lawrence or collaborate and do their own thing.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us here on The Factor Uncensored. This is another conversation that could go on and on.